What's up, everybody? Welcome to Titusville, Florida. On today's video, we're going to drive through Titusville at night. Titusville is about 40 minutes outside of the Orlando suburbs. And on this evening, we're going to start on the south side of the city and drive north. Now, we were recommended two different restaurants to eat at. One was called Loncito, Cuban Mexican restaurant. And the other one was called, what's the other one, Katie? Shiloh. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't go to either one of those because both restaurants were packed to the gills today. So we ended up eating at La Marimba. It was okay. Yeah. The food was good. The staff was kind of dry and cold, though. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one who noticed how dry and cold the staff was.
They're pretty dry.
That's a Shiloh right there, but there's so many people we decided not to go there.
Yep.
And, well, unfortunately, seems like there's just really packed restaurants. Not unfortunate for me.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is crazy.
Might be what somebody else wants.
Yeah, we're trying to stay away from packed restaurants. I mean,
yeah.
This is the other. Is that the other one here?
That's a soul food restaurant. It's rated really high, though.
Well, so we're driving through Titusville at night. We were here for 2 days hoping to see the SpaceX launch.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Both days was failed because of weather, so unfortunately, we've had to...
and tomorrow a system's coming in.
Just relax. Breathe. If you're having an asthma attack, you just need to, like, relax.
Yeah.
So, I want to say I'm sorry to the people of Titus. Is that an evil hotel going in? Possibly. It's awesome. Maybe an apartment. I want to say sorry to the people of Titusville for my first video I ever did here. It was not, the most knowledgeable video I've produced. On that video, I did it was titled The Worst Hoods in Titus. I drove into the city and I did a video in the neighborhood and I said it was the worst hoods in Titusville. Turns out that was actually one of the better parts of Titusville, but the city's just kind of run down, and not run down, but it's kind of a hood looking city. So what I thought was the hood was actually not the hood. There's actually worse stuff in that. And I did make it right by removing the title of Worst Hoods, and it just says Titusville, Florida now. But back then we did that with an old, that's another hotel or condominium going in.
Condominium.
So all these cities along,
they have garages, so they're condominiums.
Yeah. All these cities along the East Coast, that's new right there too.
Yeah.
All these cities along the East Coast are getting all these, big condos put in. And usually they want, a lot high rent, incredibly difficult requirements to lease. I don't know if y'all knew that. If you don't have perfect credit, if you don't have perfect job history, perfect income, and like $50,000 in the bank, they won't lease to you. So don't think you're just gonna lease into these apartments. Like the average working class person in Titusville will not be able to get into those apartments.
And from what they look like, they don't look like the lease type apartments. They're the types of condos where you buy it.
I'm not sure, but if they're the ones where you lease, I mean, this is not going to benefit anybody that lives in Titus. Now, nobody from Titus was going to move into there. Maybe people from other places that are going to move into there. So we're just going to drive through the two main streets of the town. We're not going to drive into the neighborhood on this drive. This is just a drive through the town so you can feel out the town. And just kind of give the town a fair shot on our channel, since the first video we did was a complete mess. And there's a sign, welcome to historic Titusville. I'm not going to tell you that I would recommend this town as one of the best places in Florida or nothing like that, but definitely the first shot we took at this town wasn't a fair one. So I will admit there was some fault there. I changed the title back to just the town's name, and that's it. Were there threats made? Yeah. Were there immature comments made from the residents? Yeah. So the reaction wasn't a responsible or a respectful either. So it was a big conundrum. But we're gonna keep moving beyond the past. We're here now, looking at it now, and giving it a fair shot now. And I guess the fact that you can sit here and watch some of these things go into space is a pretty cool thing going for this town. I can't say you can do that in every town in Florida, so this is neat, pretty.
One thing I found neat was with this town, you could go fishing while you watch the space shuttle.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a pretty good thing to do, and I mean, can definitely see some memorable experiences just sitting here watching crap fly into orbit. So on all those levels, it does have a lot to offer, more than other towns that don't have it. So I think we have to give this town a more fair shot. Am I going to tell you it's the best place in Florida? I'm not going to tell you that, because it's definitely not, and definitely the town does have its fair share of issues, and the town's not really like, and I'm not talking about the people. I ate at the restaurant, so last time we were here, we didn't get out and do anything. This time we went to restaurants, despite the fact Katie's coughing. Very irresponsible of us. But
I only coughed after I eat.
Well, stop excusing yourself more. Either way, we were sick for 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Test came back negative, so it's like we thought we were better. Hit the road again, and now we're still coughing. So it seems like whatever the crap this is it's a longer haul than we were. But we will get tested if we get an opportunity. We've been looking on the phone for a place we can get tested, or she can get tested. And at the end of the day, if it lasts months and months and you're coming up negative, then it's like you just got to keep moving with it.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, we're gonna give this town a fair shot. So that's why today we're just driving the main streets. We're not driving.
It's like when you get pneumonia, you have that cough for months and months.
I'll tell you what I did notice. I went to the restaurant there, and I met some of the locals. Very, very good people. When we walked into the restaurant, one of the people, definitely a local based on what he was driving, opened the door for us like a gentleman. So we've had people wave at us randomly through the town while we're driving through, which is not normal. So it seems like there's great people, and you can just tell when people are good. Like when you get off into a place, walk in a restaurant, sit down and eat, and you're seeing people, families together, grandpa, kids and stuff. So I at no point criticize the people of this town. It's, you know, it's got some crime problems and it's got some rundown neighborhoods, but it doesn't exactly mean that the people are horrible. I'd never say anything of that sort. I would never do that. In fact, my experience has been, Katie, and Katie will confirm it. Is it right or wrong that the crappier the place is, the more likely the people are better for some reason?
Yeah.
Because it just seems like the best people are in the rural places and in the hoods.
Yeah.
People that open a door and give you a smile. We met some tourists and we actually became friends with them. So, you know, they're waiting for the space launch as well. So, I would say memorable experience for sure.
Hopefully
this trip,
that's not a problem.
Yeah, this trip has been a lot. So we were here the first time, had a horrible experience with the video and all that.
Is the car driving all right?
Yeah, I think I just hit a beer can.
Okay.
And now we're back, and today this was I would say a memorable experience.
Yeah.
So
it looked like one of those like Glade plug-in things, so I was a little concerned.
I was driving normal.
Okay.
But so far so good. But we know the food was good. We met people, which we don't normally meet people. We met some tourists. We hung out with some tourists from Arizona. That was pretty cool. We got to wait for a spaceship that didn't go into space, but we still did it.
We were there.
We were there, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we have subscribers here who've been telling us what
I
restaurants
think I might want to come back in the summer.
Yeah, we'll definitely give this town a fair shot. And again, I know when we first started traveling, you know, that was one of our first road trips. We were narrow-minded as crap. I mean, we've come a long way in our etiquette of travel.
Yeah.
Definitely room for improvement on our end as well. But, you know, this whole YouTube thing is an experiment. Like, traveling changes who you are. And we have traveled a lot, and, you know.
I really want to see the west coast of the United States.
Yeah. Well, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
We we have already done more traveling in our lifetime than most people will.
Yes, that's true.
So we can't complain about what we've done so far.
I want to have Mexican food in Texas.
I want to have more than just Mexican food in Texas.
I want to go back to Texarkana.
That was an interesting town.
Yeah.
I met somebody from Texas today in, what's it called? Port St. John is what it's called?
Yeah.
Just south of here. And it was hilarious. GPS the location. We're heading north, but for the sake of today, we're heading south to get to the hotel we're going to stay at. Eventually, we'll head north. We're picky hotel stayers, so eventually we'll pick the track back up.
35 minutes.
Not bad, huh?
You sure know how to pick them, baby.
I'll pick you.
I know.
Yeah. Haven't had a job since, have you?
Barely.
Okay, that car's flying. So there it is. And I drive through Titusville. Not bad. We're definitely going to consider.
And I don't like working a 9-to-5 job because I have to be away from
blah,
them.
blah, 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 blah.
You don't like when I'm away from you either.
Blah, blah.